Be me. 24 years old, working at a movie theater doing ticket sales and cleaning up popcorn that people spill everywhere. Live with my parents because apartment rent is basically highway robbery in this economy. Been single for like 2 years after my last girlfriend dumped me for some dude with a motorcycle. Not bitter about it anymore, just existing and collecting my minimum wage paycheck. One day, this girl walks into the theater, absolute stunner. Her name is Melissa. Brunette with blue eyes, wearing band shirts and ripped jeans, whole alternative aesthetic going on. She's there to see some indie horror film that literally 3 people showed up for. I sell her the ticket. She smiles at me. My brain short circuits momentarily. Enjoying the slow night? She asks while I'm processing her payment. Yeah, beats dealing with the Friday rush where everyone loses their minds over assigned seating. She laughs. It's a cute laugh. I'm already interested. I'm Melissa, by the way. I'll probably be coming here a lot. I love horror movies. Cool. I'm working here basically every night, so you'll see me around. She goes to her movie. I spend the rest of my shift thinking about her. Over the next month, she becomes a regular, shows up twice a week for whatever horror movie is playing. We start chatting more. Turns out she's into the same stuff I am. Video games, anime, metal music, all that good stuff. She mentioned she's 22, works part-time at a bookstore while doing freelance graphic design. Way cooler than my job, but she never makes me feel bad about it. One night, after a particularly empty showing, she hangs around near the concessions. Hey, do you maybe want to hang out sometime? Outside of your work, I mean. Hell yes, I do. Yeah, for sure, that sounds great. We exchange numbers. I'm floating on cloud 9. Tell my parents about it at dinner. Dad gives me a thumbs up. Mom's immediately worried. Just be careful, honey. Make sure she's actually interested and not just being friendly. Mom, she literally asked me out. I think she's interested. Okay, I'm just saying, guard your heart a little bit. Moms and their intuition, always worried about something. Melissa and I go on our first date that weekend, hit up this burger place, then walk around downtown. Conversation flows naturally. We're vibing really well. She talks about her design work and shows me her portfolio on her phone. These are sick. You're really talented. Thanks. I'm trying to build up clients, but it's slow going. Everyone wants free work or exposure. That's crap. People should pay for quality work. She smiles, grabs my hand while we're walking. My heart is doing backflips. This is going great. We end up at this park, sitting on a bench, talking about everything. She mentions her family briefly, says she has an older brother who's kind of weird but harmless. Weird how? Oh, he's just really into swords and anime and conspiracy theories. Total hermit, barely leaves his room. Sounds like my kind of people, honestly. She laughs, leans her head on my shoulder. You're easy to talk to. I like that about you. We kiss. It's perfect. Fireworks and all that romantic crap. Start dating officially. See each other 3 or 4 times a week. She comes to the theater on my shifts. I visit her at the bookstore. We play video games at her apartment. Everything seems perfect for the first month. Then I start noticing some patterns. Melissa takes a lot of selfies, like an excessive amount. We'll be mid-conversation and she'll just pull out her phone and start posing. Sorry, the lighting is just really good right now. Okay, sure, everyone takes selfies. But then I notice she posts them immediately with these captions about how happy she is, how blessed she is, how amazing life is. We'll be on a date and she'll spend 10 minutes getting the perfect photo of her food. Hold on, let me take another angle. The first 5 didn't capture the aesthetic. I'm sitting there with my burger getting cold while she photographs her salad. She always wants to take couple photos too, which is fine at first. But then it becomes, every time we hang out, multiple photos, different poses, different locations. We need content for Instagram, she says cheerfully. Content, like our relationship, is a media project. Start noticing she checks her phone constantly, refreshing Instagram and TikTok every few minutes. Sorry, just checking notifications. She'll literally stop mid-sentence to respond to comments on her posts. One time we're watching a movie at my place and she spends more time on her phone than actually watching. Are you even paying attention? Yeah, I'm multitasking. The movie ends. She can't tell me what happened. I bring it up gently one evening. Hey, do you think maybe we could have some phone-free time when we hang out? She looks at me like I suggested we join a cult. Why? I'm not ignoring you. I'm just staying connected. I know, but sometimes it feels like you're more interested in posting about us than actually being with me. That's not fair. I'm sharing our happiness with others. What's wrong with that? Nothing, I guess. Just feels weird sometimes. She gets quiet, hugs me. I'm sorry, you're right. I'll try to be more present. Things improve for like 3 days, then back to normal. The phone is always there, always between us, always demanding her attention. 2 months into dating, meet her parents at a family dinner. They're nice, normal suburban folks. Dad's an accountant, mom's a teacher. Dinner's going well, making decent conversation, trying to impress them. Then her brother comes downstairs for food. This dude is exactly what Melissa described, but somehow more. His name is Derek. He's 28, tall and skinny, wearing a Naruto shirt and cargo shorts. Hair's kind of messy, has this intense look in his eyes like he's analyzing everything. "You're the boyfriend," he states, not asks. "Yeah, that's me. Nice to meet you." He nods slowly, gets his plate of food, sits at the table, immediately starts talking about how the government is putting chemicals in processed foods. They're trying to make everyone docile, reduce testosterone levels. It's all documented if you know where to look. Melissa's parents look embarrassed, try to change the subject. But honestly, I'm kind of interested. Let him talk. He goes on about fluoride in water, seed oils, the feminization of men, bunch of stuff that sounds half conspiracy theory, half legitimate concern. "You seem like you actually listen. Most people just dismiss me," he says while eating. "I mean, some of what you're saying makes sense. Corporations definitely don't have our best interests in mind." His eyes light up. Finally, someone engaging with him. Melissa kicks me under the table. "Don't encourage him. He'll talk for hours." But Derek's actually interesting. Way more interesting than hearing about Instagram engagement rates. Dinner ends. Derek goes back upstairs. Melissa apologizes for him. "Sorry, my brother's he's got issues, autism and schizophrenia. He's on medication, but he's still weird. He seemed cool to me, honestly." "That's because you only talked to him for 20 minutes. Try living with him for years." Feel bad for Derek. Clearly his family just tolerates him rather than actually engaging with him. Continue dating Melissa. The phone thing gets progressively worse. She starts asking me to take photos of her in specific poses. "Can you get a shot from this angle? Make sure the background is blurred." I'm not a photographer. I'm her boyfriend. One day we're at the beach. I want to actually enjoy the ocean and relax. She wants to do a 2-hour photo shoot in different outfits she brought specifically for content. "Melissa, can we just exist here without documenting every second?" "Why are you being so negative lately? I'm just trying to share our experiences." "With who? People who don't actually care about us?" She gets upset. We argue. She ends up taking selfies alone while I sit in the sand annoyed. Later, she posts them with captions about finding peace in solitude and self-love journey. We literally came here together, but the posts make it look like she's alone. Confront her about it that evening. "Why do you do that? Why erase me from the narrative?" "I'm not erasing you. Sometimes single photos perform better with the algorithm." The algorithm. Our relationship is being dictated by engagement metrics. "Do you even like me, or do you just like having a boyfriend for content?" "That's cruel. Of course I like you." "Then prove it. Put the damn phone away for one full day." She agrees reluctantly. We spend the next Saturday together. Phone-free day. It starts out okay. We're watching movies, playing games, actually talking. But I can see she's itching to check her phone, keeps glancing at where she left it. "You're doing great," I encourage. "This is harder than I thought it would be." That's concerning. That's really concerning. We make it to hour 6 before she cracks. "I just need to check real quick. What if someone needs me?" "Who would need you? Your parents know we're hanging out. Your friends can wait." "What if I'm missing important notifications?" "Like what? Brand deals? Sponsorship opportunities?" She grabs her phone, immediately starts scrolling. "Oh my God, I missed so much." She's been offline for 6 hours and acts like she missed a national emergency. I'm watching her scroll through Instagram stories and TikTok videos, completely absorbed. "I think we need to talk about this addiction." "It's not an addiction, it's my job. Social media presence matters for my design business." "You get maybe 1 client a month from Instagram. That's not a job." She gets defensive. We argue again. She leaves upset. Posts a cryptic story later. "Sometimes the people closest to you don't understand your hustle." I'm the villain now, apparently. We take a break for a few days. I'm honestly considering ending things. Then Derek messages me on Discord. Apparently Melissa gave him my username a while back. "Hey man, want to play some games?" "Sure, why not? Got nothing better to do." We play League of Legends for a few hours. He's actually pretty good. Voice chatting with him. He's way more relaxed when it's just us. "Melissa told me you guys are fighting about her phone usage," he says casually. "Yeah, it's becoming a problem. She's more interested in documenting life than living it." She's always been like that, desperate for validation from strangers. Even in high school, she'd do anything for attention. He's not being mean, just stating facts. Our parents basically ignored her growing up because they were so focused on dealing with my issues, so she learned to get attention elsewhere. That actually explains a lot. Still doesn't make it less annoying, though. Oh, I agree, it's pathetic, honestly. She bases her entire self-worth on likes and comments from people who don't give a crap about her. We talk for a while. Derek's surprisingly insightful when he's not going on about conspiracy theories. You should come over sometime. I'll show you my katana collection. You actually collect katanas? Hell yeah, got 12 of them, all different styles and periods. That's actually sick, I'm down. We set up a time. I'm legitimately excited. Melissa and I make up later that week. She promises to be better about phone usage. Spoiler alert, she's not better about it. Following weekend, I go to her house specifically to see Derek's collection. Melissa answers the door, looking confused. You're here to see Derek? Yeah, he invited me to check out his swords. She looks offended. You're hanging out with my brother instead of me? I mean, we can all hang out. No thanks, I have content to film anyway. She goes to her room. I head upstairs to Derek's domain. His room is awesome. Walls covered in anime posters, sword displays everywhere, gaming setup that's legitimately impressive. Welcome to the sanctum, he says dramatically. He shows me his katana collection, explains the history of each one, the craftsmanship, different blade styles. Dude knows his stuff, clearly spent years researching this. This one's my favorite. It's a replica of the sword from Rurouni Kenshin. That's so cool. How much did this cost? About $800, saved up for a year working online data entry. We spend 3 hours just talking about anime, swords, video games, philosophy. Derek's socially awkward, but once he's comfortable, he's actually hilarious. Tells me about his schizophrenia diagnosis, how he hears voices sometimes, but medication keeps it manageable. Doesn't it scare you? Not really. I've learned to distinguish what's real and what's my brain messing with me. The autism actually helps. I'm very logical about it. He explains his daily routine, how structure keeps him stable. Most people think I'm just crazy, but I'm probably more self-aware than they are. He's right. Dude understands himself better than most people I know. We become actual friends after that. Hang out at least once a week. Sometimes we play games online, sometimes I come over and we watch anime, or he shows me sword techniques. Melissa is weirded out by our friendship. Why do you like hanging out with my brother? Because he's interesting and doesn't spend the entire time on his phone. Low blow but accurate. She rolls her eyes, goes back to editing photos. 3 months into our relationship, things are deteriorating fast. Every date is interrupted by her need to create content. She started asking me to stage situations for photos. Can you pretend to give me flowers? I want to post about how romantic you are. Why don't I just actually give you flowers? Because I need to control the lighting and angle. This is insane. This is genuinely insane. She's manufacturing fake moments for social media validation instead of appreciating real moments. The final straw comes at my birthday dinner. She's invited, shows up looking nice. I'm thinking maybe she'll be present for this important day. Wrong. We sit down at the restaurant. She immediately starts taking photos. Melissa, can you please just be here for my birthday? I am here. I'm just documenting it. She spends the entire dinner on her phone, barely has a conversation with me. My parents are there. They look uncomfortable. They can see what's happening. When the cake comes out, she makes me wait to blow out the candles while she sets up her phone to record. Okay, on 3, act natural. Act natural while being filmed, sure. After dinner, she posts everything with captions about being the best girlfriend and how much she loves me. The irony is suffocating. I drive her home in silence. Are you mad at me? Yes, Melissa, I'm mad. You were physically present but mentally absent for my entire birthday. I was there the whole time. You were on your phone the whole time. There's a difference. She starts crying. Why don't you support me? Social media is important to me. More important than your actual boyfriend, apparently. We argue in her driveway for 20 minutes, getting nowhere. Derek comes outside at some point, just stands there watching. You guys are really going at it, huh? Melissa yells at him to go back inside. He shrugs and leaves. I can't do this anymore, Melissa. This isn't a real relationship. What are you saying? I'm saying we're done. Find someone who's cool being a prop for your Instagram aesthetic. She's full on sobbing now. You're breaking up with me? Yeah, I am. You don't want a boyfriend, you want validation from strangers, and I'm not going to be part of that anymore. I leave her crying in her driveway, feel bad, but also relieved. Drive home, tell my parents they're supportive. You did the right thing, honey. That girl was using you, Mom says. Dad just nods in agreement. Spend the next few days feeling weird, but not sad exactly. More like I escaped something that was slowly driving me insane. Derek messages me. Heard you and Melissa broke up. Good for you, man. Your sister's probably devastated. She'll get over it. She's already posting sad girl aesthetic photos for sympathy. Got 300 likes in an hour. Of course she is. Want to come over and play some Elden Ring? Hell yeah. Spend the evening at Derek's place, gaming and eating pizza his mom brought up. Melissa's avoiding me in her own house, can hear her blasting music in her room. She does this every breakup, throws a pity party for herself, then finds a new guy within a month, Derek explains. Every breakup? How many relationships has she had? You were number 7 in the past 3 years. 7. She gets bored once the initial attention phase wears off, then finds someone new to validate her. I was just another chapter in her content creation journey. Don't feel bad though, you're cooler than all the other guys. At least you actually have interests beyond being arm candy. Thanks, man. That means a lot, actually. We continue gaming. Derek destroys a boss that I've been stuck on for days. How are you so good at this? Lots of free time and hyper-focus autism perks. Over the next few months, Derek and I become really close friends. I'm over at his place multiple times a week. We've started a D&D campaign. He's the DM and he's amazing at it. His world building is insane, clearly spent years developing this setting. Sometimes we just hang in his room talking about life and philosophy. He goes on tangents about societal decline, modern dating being broken, the meaninglessness of social media validation. Everyone's so desperate to be seen that nobody's actually living anymore. That's facts. Melissa was a prime example. All women are like that now. Not all, but most. They've been conditioned to seek external validation instead of building internal worth. He's getting into some controversial territory, but I'm listening. Dating is a rigged game, man. Women hold all the cards. They can afford to be picky because they have unlimited options. So what's the solution? Stop playing the game. Embrace solitude, work on yourself, pursue your interests without needing female validation. He pulls up some forums on his computer, shows me various communities. These guys have figured it out. They've unplugged from the matrix of modern dating. I'm reading through posts. It's a mix of genuinely insightful observations and really bitter dudes. I don't know, man. Some of this seems kind of extreme. Maybe, but is it wrong? Look at your experience with Melissa. Was that fulfilling? No, it sucked actually. Exactly. And it'll keep sucking until you realize you don't need a relationship to be happy. He's making sense in a weird way. Over the next few weeks, he introduces me to more content, videos about self-improvement, philosophers talking about meaning, analysis of modern culture. You should focus on building yourself up, get hobbies, get skilled at something, create value in your own life. I mean, I have hobbies, I play games and watch movies. Those are distractions, not hobbies. I'm talking about something productive. Learn a skill, build something, create something meaningful. He's right. I've been coasting through life without really developing myself. Start watching more videos he recommends, reading articles, going down rabbit holes. Some of it is definitely too much, really misogynistic stuff that I don't agree with. But some of it resonates. The idea that men need purpose beyond relationships, that self-improvement is crucial. Derek starts teaching me sword techniques in his backyard, basic stances and strikes. Physical discipline builds mental discipline. I'm swinging around a practice sword, feeling ridiculous but also kind of cool. His parents watch from the window, looking concerned. Is Derek recruiting your son into something? I hear Melissa ask her mom one day. They're just playing with swords, honey. Boys being boys. Melissa sees me leaving Derek's room one afternoon. So you're like best friends with my brother now? Yeah, he's a good dude. He's filling your head with his incel ideology, isn't he? He's just sharing his perspective on life. He's a virgin loser who blames women for his problems. He doesn't blame women, he just opts out of pursuing them. There's a difference. She looks at me like I've grown a second head. Oh my God, you're becoming one of them? One of what? A chud? A basement-dwelling woman-hating chud. I don't hate women, Melissa. I just don't think I need to date right now. Because my brother convinced you. Because dating you convinced me. She storms off, probably to post about how her ex is being corrupted by her autistic brother. Derek finds the whole thing hilarious. She's mad because you're not simping for her anymore. I was never simping. Dude, you took like 1,000 photos of her. That's peak simp behavior. He's not wrong. Few months pass. I'm genuinely happier than I've been in years. Stopped caring about dating. deleted my social media apps, focused on work and hobbies, started learning guitar from YouTube tutorials, getting decent at it. Derek and I are working out together now. He's helping me build muscle. Strong body, strong mind. He's actually jacked under those baggy clothes. Years of sword training will do that. We're at the gym at 6 a.m. because he says it's less crowded. This is where you build discipline. Every rep is a choice to be better. He sounds like a motivational poster, but it's working. I've lost 15 pounds, gaining muscle definition, feeling more confident. Coworkers at the theater notice. Dude, you look different. What changed? Just working on myself, eating better, exercising. Nice man, keep it up. Even my parents comment on it. You seem more focused, honey. Whatever you're doing is working. Thanks, Mom. Just trying to be better. One evening I'm over at Derek's and he's showing me his latest sword acquisition. This one's a legitimate antique, 1800s cavalry saber. That's sick. How much did this cost? $1,200, but it's an investment. These appreciate in value. We're examining the blade when Melissa barges in without knocking. We need to talk. About what? Derek asks, not looking up from the sword. About how you're turning my ex into a misogynist. I interject. Nobody's turning me into anything. Really? Because you've completely changed. You're obsessed with working out and swords and all this alpha male nonsense. It's not alpha male nonsense, it's self-improvement. Derek finally looks at her. Why do you care what your ex-boyfriend does? Shouldn't you be focused on your new relationship? She's dating some guy named Tyler now, already posting couple photos everywhere. I care because you're spreading your toxic ideology. My ideology is that men should focus on self-improvement instead of seeking validation from women. How is that toxic? They start arguing. I'm just standing there holding the cavalry saber. You're teaching him to give up on relationships. I'm teaching him he doesn't need relationships to be happy. There's a difference. Melissa turns to me. Is this really what you want? To become some sword-collecting incel who thinks dating is pointless? First of all, Derek's interests are cool as hell. Second, I don't think dating is pointless. I just don't think it's a priority right now. This is so sad. What's sad is basing your entire identity on social media validation and cycling through boyfriends for content. Her face goes red. At least I'm not afraid of human connection. Derek laughs. You don't have human connection. You have parasocial relationships with strangers on the internet. She looks like she's going to cry or scream or both. You're both losers, she storms out, slams the door. Derek and I look at each other and burst out laughing. That went well, I say. She'll get over it. She always does. We go back to examining the saber. You know, she's partially right though, I admit. About what? I have changed a lot, maybe too much. Change isn't bad, man. You were miserable with her. Now you're focused and improving yourself. How is that worse? He's got a point. I guess I'm just worried I'm becoming too extreme in the opposite direction. Then find balance. Nobody's saying you have to be celibate forever. Just don't make relationships your entire focus. So you're not completely opposed to dating? I'm opposed to modern dating culture, the superficiality in games. If you meet someone genuine who shares your values, cool, but don't go seeking it desperately. That's actually reasonable advice. We continue our friendship. I keep improving myself. 6 months after breaking up with Melissa, I'm in the best shape of my life, physically and mentally. Got promoted at work. Now I'm assistant manager of the theater. Not a huge deal, but more money and responsibility. Still hang with Derek regularly. He's teaching me Japanese so we can watch anime without subtitles. The localization ruins half the jokes anyway. We're making progress. I can hold basic conversations now. His parents have warmed up to me being around so much. You're a good influence on Derek. He's more social now, his mom tells me. He's a good influence on me too. Taught me discipline and focus. She smiles. Seems relieved that Derek has a real friend. Melissa and Tyler broke up after 4 months. She's already dating someone new. Some photographer dude who takes her Instagram photos for her. Derek shows me her profile sometimes. Nothing but aesthetic shots and vapid captions. She's gotten worse somehow. That's impressive given where she started. We laugh about it, but honestly I feel bad for her. She's stuck in a cycle of seeking external validation, never finding real fulfillment. Meanwhile, I'm actually happy, genuinely happy, not chasing anything, just existing and improving day by day. One evening, Derek and I are on his roof looking at stars. He does this sometimes when he needs to clear his head. You ever think about the future? I ask. All the time. It's where I'll spend the rest of my life. Smartass. I mean your personal future, what you want to do. Honestly, this exactly what I'm doing now. Working enough to fund my interests, pursuing knowledge, hanging with people I actually like. That's it? No big ambitions? Society tells us we need to constantly strive for more, bigger house, better job, hotter girlfriend. But why? If you're content with what you have, that's success. That's pretty profound for a schizo weeb. He throws a piece of roof gravel at me. We both laugh. But seriously, you've helped me a lot, man. Gave me perspective when I needed it. You helped yourself? I just pointed out what you already knew. We sit in comfortable silence watching the sky. A month later, I meet this girl at work. She's there to see a movie. Her name's Rachel. She's cute, seems normal, strikes up a conversation with me. We talk for a bit. She laughs at my jokes, asks if I want to hang out sometime. Old me would have jumped at this immediately. New me. I appreciate the interest, but I'm not really dating right now, focusing on myself. She looks surprised but respects it. Oh, okay. Well, if you change your mind, here's my number. She writes it on a receipt. I take it to be polite. Tell Derek about it later. Good job rejecting that modern Jezebel. Dude, she seemed nice. Not everyone is evil. Fair, but you made the right choice staying focused. Women can smell desperation. When you're genuinely indifferent, they want you more. I'm not playing games. I genuinely don't want to date. Exactly. That's what makes you attractive now. You have purpose beyond getting female attention. It's twisted logic, but somehow makes sense. Couple weeks pass, Rachel comes back to the theater. Hey, just wanted to see another movie. Definitely not hoping to run into you. She's smiling, clearly joking about the last part. We chat during my break. She's actually interesting. Talks about her job at a vet clinic, her love of horror movies, her dogs. No mention of social media, no phone out constantly, just present conversation. You seem different from when we first met, more confident. Yeah, been working on myself, getting my life together. It shows. So, change your mind about that date? I hesitate. Think about what Derek would say, but also think about what I actually want. You know what, sure, but let's keep it low-key, just hang out and see if we vibe. Perfect. I don't do fancy dates anyway, they're awkward. We exchange numbers, set up plans for the weekend. Tell Derek about it, he's skeptical. So you're getting back on the plantation? Dude, chill. It's one date. I'm not proposing marriage. Just be careful, man. Don't lose all the progress you made. I won't. I've learned my lessons. The date goes surprisingly well. Rachel and I get coffee, walk around downtown. Conversation flows naturally. She's not on her phone at all, fully engaged in talking to me. Asks about my interests. I tell her about learning guitar in Japanese. That's cool. I've always wanted to learn an instrument. I could teach you some basics if you want. We make plans to hang again. It feels organic, not forced. Over the next few weeks, we see each other casually. Nothing serious, just enjoying each other's company without pressure. She meets Derek eventually. He's suspicious at first. So you're dating my friend? We're hanging out, seeing where it goes. What are your intentions? Rachel laughs. Dude, I just like spending time with him. No ulterior motives. Derek interrogates her for like 20 minutes, asking about her social media habits and relationship history. She handles it well, answers honestly, doesn't get defensive. She's okay, Derek tells me later, high praise from him. Just okay? She's not vapid like my sister, actually has substance. Just don't lose yourself in this relationship. I won't, man, I promise. Continue seeing Rachel while maintaining my friendship with Derek and my personal hobbies. Finding balance, not making her my whole identity. She's cool with me having guy time, has her own friends and interests. 3 months of casual dating, things are good. No drama, no games, just two people enjoying each other's company. Derek approves more now that he sees I'm not changing back to my desperate self. You've maintained frame, good job. Stop talking like a pickup artist. Sorry, been reading too much Manosphere content. We're at the gym, spotting each other on bench press. Seriously though, you found someone who respects your boundaries and has her own life? That's rare. I know, I got lucky. Luck is when preparation meets opportunity. You prepared yourself by improving. He's getting philosophical again. Love this guy. A few weeks later, there's drama at Derek's house. Melissa found out her photographer boyfriend was taking artistic shots of multiple girls and posting them. She's devastated, crying in her room about being betrayed. Derek's unbothered, playing Sekiro in his room when I arrive. Your sister's having a crisis. She has a crisis every 3 months. This is normal. Shouldn't you, comfort her or something? Why? She'll post some sad aesthetic photos, get sympathy from strangers, find a new guy next month. It's the cycle. He's not wrong, but it sounds harsh. You're her brother, though. And I love her, but I'm not going to enable her validation addiction. She needs to hit rock bottom before she realizes social media isn't real life. Melissa eventually comes to Derek's room, makeup running, looking devastated. Can you believe what Tyler did? His name was Tyler? That's like the third Tyler you've dated. That's not the point, Derek. She notices me sitting there. Oh, great, you're here too. I can leave if you want privacy. No, stay. Maybe you can talk sense into my brother about showing some compassion. Derek doesn't even pause his game. I have compassion. I just don't have patience for self-inflicted problems. How is getting cheated on self-inflicted? You picked a guy whose entire personality was taking photos of women. What did you expect? She looks at me for support. He's kind of got a point, Melissa. Not you too. She storms out, slams the door again. She's going to post something passive-aggressive tonight, Derek predicts. He's right. An hour later, her Instagram story didn't. Some people are incapable of empathy. Must be nice living in their own little world. Derek screenshots it, sends it to me with laughing emojis. Called it. Couple days later, Melissa tries a different approach with me. Catches me leaving Derek's room. Hey, can we talk? Like, actually talk? Sure. What's up? We go downstairs, sit in the living room. I know things ended badly between us, and I know I was a lot to deal with. Okay, where's this going? I've been thinking about what you said, about me caring more about documenting life than living it. And you were right. I've been chasing validation from strangers while pushing away people who actually care. This is surprising. I'm glad you're realizing that. I want to change. I'm thinking about deleting my social media. That's a big step. I know, but every time I post, I feel emptier. It's like a drug. The likes feel good for 5 minutes, then I need more. She's actually being genuine. No phone in her hand. Full eye contact. So do you think maybe we could try again? I'm different now. And there it is. Melissa, I'm seeing someone. Her face drops. The girl from your work? Yeah, Rachel. We've been dating for a few months. Is it serious? It's good, healthy, drama-free. She looks devastated but trying to hide it. Well, I'm happy for you, I guess. Thanks, and I genuinely hope you figure things out, but we're not getting back together. Even if I completely change? Especially if you're only changing to get me back. Change for yourself, not for someone else. She nods, tears forming. I really screwed up, didn't I? You made choices, now you're dealing with consequences. It's part of growing up. She wipes her eyes. Your brother's right about me. I'm pathetic. You're not pathetic, you're just lost. But you can find your way if you actually commit to changing. She thanks me and goes back to her room. Tell Derek about the conversation. She tried to get you back? Yep. Classic, she only wants you now that you're unavailable and improved. Human nature, I guess. It's female nature specifically, they want what other women want. Dude, not everything is some red pill theory. Isn't it though? You became unavailable and suddenly both Rachel and Melissa want you? He's connecting dots that might not exist, but it's fun to hear him theorize. Rachel comes over to meet my parents officially a few weeks later. They love her. She's polite and funny and doesn't spend the entire time on her phone. She's wonderful, honey. You picked a good one, Mom says after she leaves. Thanks, Mom. She's pretty great. Much better than that other girl. What was her name? Melissa. Right, the Instagram girl. This one seems grounded. Dad agrees, gives me the approving nod. Things continue being good with Rachel for months. We hit the 6-month mark, longest relationship I've had since Melissa, but it feels completely different. No drama, no games, just compatibility. Still maintain my friendship with Derek, still work on self-improvement. Rachel's cool with me having my own life separate from her. I like that you have your own hobbies and friends, makes you more interesting. Meanwhile, Melissa did actually delete her Instagram. Derek tells me she's been going to therapy, working on her issues. She hasn't dated anyone in 3 months. That's a record. Good for her, honestly. Yeah, maybe she'll actually become a functional human. One day, all 3 of us end up at the house at the same time. Rachel's meeting me there. Melissa, Derek, me, and Rachel in the living room. Awkward energy. Melissa's trying to be friendly, clearly making an effort. So, Rachel, how long have you guys been together? About 6 months now. That's great. He's a good guy. I know, I'm lucky. The tension's thick, but everyone's being mature about it. Derek's just watching the interaction like it's a nature documentary. This is fascinating, he mutters. What is? Rachel asks. Nothing, just observing social dynamics. We all hang out for a bit. Melissa shows surprising restraint by not making it weird. Later, Derek pulls me aside. Your ex actually seems different. Yeah, therapy's apparently helping. Still wouldn't trust her around you alone, but progress is progress. Dude, I'm not interested in Melissa anymore. I know, just saying, people can relapse into old patterns. He's protective in his weird way. Appreciate it. Months keep passing. Life's genuinely good. Rachel and I are solid. Derek's still my best friend. Even Melissa's doing better. One evening, Derek and I are hanging like usual. You know, I'm glad you didn't listen to me completely, he says randomly. What do you mean? The whole never date, stay virgin forever thing. You found someone who actually adds value to your life. So you don't think all relationships are pointless? I think most modern relationships are pointless. Shallow connections based on convenience and attraction. But occasionally you find someone compatible who shares your values. That's surprisingly balanced coming from you. I contain multitudes. We're playing Smash Bros. He's destroying me with his fox mane. Seriously though, you did it right. Improved yourself first, then found someone when you weren't desperate. Thanks, man. Couldn't have done it without your perspective. Just don't go getting married and abandoning your sword training. Wouldn't dream of it. He beats me again, does a little victory pose. I'm still undefeated. Only because you play 8 hours a day. Dedication beats talent. Another few months, Rachel and I move in together. Small apartment, nothing fancy, but it's ours. Derek helps us move, surprisingly strong for a skinny dude. All that sword training, he explains while carrying a couch. We get everything set up, order pizza. Derek stays to hang out. So this is adult life, huh? I say, looking around our apartment. Scary, isn't it? Rachel jokes. You guys are doing it right, though, building something real instead of rushing into it. Derek's approval means something. He doesn't give it lightly. He leaves after a few hours, gives me a bro hug. Proud of you, man. You went from simping for my sister to actually having your life together. Character development. After he leaves, Rachel asks about our friendship. You guys are really close, huh? Yeah, he helped me through a rough time, taught me a lot about myself. He's definitely unique, but I like him. He's genuine. That's what I appreciate most. He never pretends to be something he's not. We settle into our new place. Life continues being stable and good. Year and a half after breaking up with Melissa, I run into her at a coffee shop. She's with a guy, they're actually talking and laughing. No phones out. She sees me, waves, comes over. Hey, long time. Yeah, how have you been? Really good, actually. This is James, my boyfriend. James seems normal, friendly guy, shakes my hand. Nice to meet you. Heard you're friends with Derek? Yeah, he's my best friend. We chat for a few minutes. Melissa seems genuinely different. More present, more relaxed, less performative. I'm glad things worked out for you, I tell her. Thanks, you too. Derek told me you and Rachel are living together now. Yeah, it's going great. We part ways amicably, no hard feelings, just two people who weren't right for each other. Tell Derek about it later. She's actually dating a normal dude? Yeah, James seems cool, works in accounting. Boring but stable, good choice for her. Personal growth. Indeed. We're at the gym doing our regular routine. Derek's gotten me into powerlifting. I can finally bench 2 plates. Progress, he yells as I complete my set. Couldn't have done it without you pushing me. That's what friends do, they push you to be better. We finish our workout, get protein shakes. You ever think about dating? I ask him. Sometimes, but I'd need to find a unicorn. A what? A girl who's not obsessed with social media, has genuine interests, doesn't play games, basically a mythical creature. They exist, Rachel's proof. Rachel's taken, and her clones are rare. You could try putting yourself out there. Nah, I'm good. I've got my swords, my games, my gym routine, my one actual friend. That's enough. If you say so. Besides, relationships require compromise, and I'm too set in my ways. Any girl would have to accept my katana collection, and that's a tall order. He's probably right. His room is literally a shrine to Japanese swords. 2 years after the Melissa disaster, I'm in the best place I've ever been. Good relationship, good friendship, good job, good health, good mental state. Derek and I are at his place, annual tradition of watching the entire Lord of the Rings extended editions. We're on Return of the King, eating pizza, making commentary. Aragorn's basically the ideal man, Derek says during a battle scene. How so? He's skilled, disciplined, has purpose beyond women, and when he does pursue a relationship, it's with someone worthy. You're analyzing Lothar through your ideology? Everything can be analyzed through multiple frameworks. We laugh, continue watching. Rachel texts, "You guys still doing your nerd marathon?" "Yeah, we're on the third." "Movie. Have fun. Don't forget we have dinner with my parents tomorrow." "I remembered, love you." "Love you too," Derek notices. "You guys are disgustingly wholesome." "Jealous?" "Little bit, but mostly happy for you." We finish the movies around 2 a.m. "Same time next year?" Derek asks. "Obviously." Driving home, thinking about how much has changed. Went from desperate for validation to genuinely content. Derek's philosophy helped even if it was extreme at times. The core message was solid. Work on yourself. Don't make relationships your identity. Find purpose. Get home. Rachel's already asleep. I quietly get ready for bed, slide in next to her. She mumbles, "How were the movies?" "Epic as always." "You're such a nerd." "You knew this when you started dating me." She laughs sleepily. We fall asleep. Next day, we have dinner with Rachel's parents. Goes well. They like me, I like them, no drama. Her dad asks about my job. I tell him about my recent promotion to theater manager. That's great. Management experience is valuable. Not judgmental like Melissa's dad was, just supportive. Driving home, Rachel says, "My parents love you." "Good, because I love their daughter." Cheesy, but she smiles. "You've come a long way from the guy who was posting about his crazy ex online." "I did that?" "Derek showed me some Discord screenshots. You were big mad." In my defense, she was driving me insane. "Oh, I believe it. I've met her." We laugh about it. The past is the past. A few weeks later, Derek calls me panicking. "Dude, I need your help." "What's wrong?" "My parents are pressuring me to get a real job and move out." "Okay, so?" "So I'm 29, living at home collecting swords. They think I'm wasting my life." "Are you?" Silence on the other end. "Thanks for the support." "I'm serious. Are you happy with your life?" "Yeah, I am. I have my routines, my hobbies, my online work pays enough for what I need." "Then tell them that." "I tried. They don't get it. They want me to have a career and a girlfriend and a normal life." "Maybe compromise? Keep your lifestyle, but show them you're working towards something?" He thinks about it. "I guess I could get an apartment, prove I can be independent." "There you go. Will you help me look for places?" "Of course, man." Spend the next few weeks helping Derek apartment hunt. We find a decent one-bedroom, affordable, close to the gym we go to. He moves out. His parents are relieved, but also sad. "He's finally growing up," his mom says while crying. Derek's place becomes our new hangout spot. He sets up his sword collection on the walls, gaming setup in the living room, dedicated workout area. "This is sick," I tell him during the housewarming. "Thanks. It's my fortress of solitude." Rachel brought a plant as a gift. Derek has no idea how to care for it. "Just water it sometimes," she explains. "How often is sometimes?" "Like once a week?" He's writing this down like it's important quest information. Melissa shows up with James, brings a decorative sword stand as a gift. "Thought you could use another one for your collection." Derek's actually touched. "Thanks, sis. This is cool." They hug. It's sweet watching them have a functional sibling relationship. The housewarming's a success. Derek's beaming the whole time. After everyone leaves, he tells me, "I was scared of change, but this is actually great." "Told you." Having my own space is liberating. I can organize my swords however I want. "That's what you're most excited about?" "Hell yes." Months continue. Everyone's doing well. Derek's thriving in his independence. Melissa's relationship with James is solid. She's barely on social media anymore. Rachel and I are talking about maybe getting engaged eventually. No rush though. Everything's stable, healthy, drama-free. Exactly how life should be. 3 years after the whole Melissa situation started, Derek and I are at his place. He's showing me his newest katana. This one's from the Edo period, legitimate museum quality. "How much did this cost?" "Don't worry about it." "Dude, that means it was expensive." $3,000, but it's an investment. We're examining it when he gets serious. "You know, I never thanked you properly." "For what?" "For being my friend. Most people wrote me off as the weird schizo brother, but you actually gave a damn. You helped me more than I helped you, man. We helped each other. That's what makes it valuable." We bro hug, both getting weirdly emotional. "Still think relationships are pointless?" I ask. "Romantic ones mostly, but friendships? Those are essential. Can't self-improve in a vacuum." "So you admit you need people?" I need quality people, not quantity. One real friend beats 100 fake ones. Deep. Shut up. We laugh, go back to examining his sword collection. Rachel comes over later. We all watch anime together. Derek's teaching her Japanese too. She's getting decent at it. You guys are like my family, Derek says, randomly during a commercial break. We are family, dude, I respond. Chosen family, the best kind, Rachel agrees. Later that night, after Rachel falls asleep, Derek and I are still up gaming. You ever regret the path you took? He asks. Which path? The self-improvement, the rejection of simping, all of it. Not for a second. Best decision I ever made was prioritizing myself. But you're in a relationship now, doesn't that contradict it? No, because I entered it from a position of strength, not desperation. I didn't need Rachel, I wanted her. There's a huge difference. That's the key right there, need versus want. Exactly. He beats me in Mario Kart for the 100th time. You're getting better though. I'm really not. Yeah, you're right, you still suck. We play until 4 a.m. like we're teenagers again. Wake up on Derek's couch, Rachel's already up making coffee. You guys stayed up gaming again, didn't you? Maybe. Children, both of you. Derek emerges from his room looking like death. Coffee? Please. We all sit around having breakfast, comfortable silence. This is happiness, simple and genuine. No drama, no chaos, no desperate seeking of validation. Just people who chose each other existing together. Derek scrolling his phone shows me a meme. This is literally us. It's some joke about guys who escaped toxic relationships and found peace. Accurate. Rachel rolls her eyes, but she's smiling. You two and your manosphere jokes. It's not manosphere, it's truth, Derek declares dramatically. We all laugh. A few months later, I propose to Rachel. Nothing fancy, just at home during a regular evening. Want to get married? That's your proposal? I mean, I could do the whole knee thing if you want. No, this is very us. Yes, I'll marry you. We hug. Derek's the first person I tell. Congratulations, man. You did it right. Made sure she was the one before committing. Thanks, bro. Means a lot. Just don't forget about sword training after the wedding. Never. The wedding's small, close friends and family. Derek's my best man, obviously. Gives a speech about how I went from simp to Sigma. I'm kidding. He was never Sigma. But he learned self-respect, and that's what matters. Everyone laughs. It's perfect. Melissa's there with James. They seem happy. She congratulates me genuinely. I'm glad we both found what we needed. Me too. No hard feelings. Just two people who grew in different directions. Honeymoon's just a weekend trip because we're not rich. But it's nice, relaxing, drama-free. Come back to our apartment. Derek's left a wedding gift. It's a decorative katana with engraving. To my brother in arms. Rachel thinks it's sweet. I'm trying not to cry. Your friend's a good guy, weird, but good. The best. Years keep passing. Life continues being stable. Derek never does end up dating, perfectly content with his lifestyle. I'm married to the blade, he jokes. Melissa and James get engaged. She's genuinely happy. Found someone stable after years of chasing chaos. Rachel and I are talking about maybe having kids eventually. Scary thought, but exciting. Derek's uncle energy is going to be chaotic, and I can't wait. I'll teach them sword fighting in Japanese. They'll be 2 years old, Derek. Never too early to start. We're at the gym, our usual routine, been doing this for 5 years now. Remember when you could barely bench the bar? Derek reminisces. Remember when you were too scared to move out? Touché. We finish our sets, get our post-workout meal. You know what's crazy? I say. What? If Melissa hadn't been so obsessed with validation, I never would have met you properly, never would have improved myself, never would have been ready for Rachel. So my sister's narcissism was actually beneficial? In a roundabout way, yeah. I'll tell her that. She'll love it. We laugh. He's definitely going to tell her. Sitting there eating chicken and rice, talking about nothing important. This is it. This is the good life. No grand adventures, no dramatic revelations. Just consistent improvement and genuine connections. Derek's phone buzzes. He checks it. Reddit meme. Want to see? Obviously. It's some joke about how men only need 3 things. Gym, hobbies, and 1 real friend. That's us. Damn right. We fist bump like the dorks we are. Rachel texts. Dinner ready in 30. Don't be late. I should head out. Same time tomorrow? You know it. Drive home thinking about the journey, from desperate for validation to genuinely content, From being someone's safe choice to being someone's active choice. From having no direction to having purpose and discipline. All because I dated a girl who only wanted validation and her brother suggested I stop chasing it. Get home, Rachel's cooking, apartment smells amazing. How was the gym? Good. Derek's planning to teach our hypothetical future children katana skills. Of course he is. We eat dinner, watch TV, go to bed early. Simple, routine, perfect. My face when I fell for a girl who only wanted validation, but ended up finding a best friend who taught me self-worth and eventually met someone who actually appreciated me for who I am. That feeling when your ex's schizo brother with a katana collection becomes your best friend and accidentally fixes your entire life philosophy.